To hear a little bit, learn a little bit more. Uh, a week and a half ago, we had the honor of our Southwestern Minnesota Synod Bishop, D. Peterson, uh, at our worship service, presiding over Holy Communion and also preaching. And it's been some years since we've had a bishop come and be with us in our congregation and celebrate and worship with us. And we were just very honored and very happy to have her on that special, very special rallying Sunday for us, homecoming Sunday for us, after a summer where people go and do and be other places. What I want to do then, with that knowledge that she came to be with us, is talk a little bit about more about what she does and how we relate to the larger church, including our synod. The ELCA, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, is a church that has 65 synods. Synod is something of a gathering. It's a geographical area, and there are 65 of these in the United States and Puerto Rico and our territories. They range in size from just 20 congregations in a synod to over 250 congregations in a synod. Now, you might wonder why that's the case. One reason is in the example of the Slovak Zion Synod. That's a synod that's not geographical. It's based on common things that these congregations have in a Slovak background and ethnicity of the congregations. On the other hand, we also know that Lutherans are not evenly scattered throughout the United States. In some areas, there's lots of Lutheran churches, and so the synods are smaller geographically, but they have many more congregations. And yet there are other places in the United States where the synods are very large, and they have correspondingly maybe geographically, and they have correspondingly maybe fewer churches because there are just fewer Lutherans down there. The 65 synods of the ELCA, Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, are divided into 9 regions. And as you might expect, they're called regions because they correspond to regions of the United States. They kind of band together, and each of these regions has synods within it that cooperate and work together and share staff. So there's not a situation or a circumstance where there's a redundant staffing. They try to work together and share resources for such things as youth ministry or stewardship and finances, or other things related to congregational growth. We are a part of, in the Southwestern Minnesota Synod, Region 3. Region 3 encompasses North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, which unsurprisingly is one of the most Lutheran areas outside of Pennsylvania in the United States. And in this region, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, there are 9 synods. 6 of them are in Minnesota, which is, of course, one of the most Lutheran states in the United States. There are of course, the ELCA, nearly 9,000 congregations. And the Southwestern Minnesota Synod, which D. Peterson is the bishop of, has 232 congregations, and we are one, and approximately 102,000 members in these 232 congregations. We occupy this geographic area, which starts at the Iowa border and goes north, just north of Glenwood, up to almost to Interstate Highway 94, but doesn't include Alexandria, and which goes from the South Dakota border on our west side over towards the area of St. Peter, and also the area which is St. Cloud. So we occupy this corner of the Minnesota. There are 2 Minneapolis Synod, and then St. Paul Synod, and then there are four um, synods in Minnesota: the Southwestern, of which we are part of, the Northwestern Minnesota Synod, the Northeastern Minnesota Synod, and then of course the Southeastern Minnesota Synod. Again, we're in a state where we have many, many Lutherans, and so we are proud to be a part of something which is larger than us, a synod. We are aided by something which is larger than us and which has resources which our synod can't marshal by itself, a region, Region 3. And we're a part of a larger body of churches that claim the Lutheran heritage and Lutheran theology, and which are in the United States. And these become, and these are a part of this identity that we share, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. Thanks for joining together with me today to learn